Watch your foot.
Yeah, I don't get this. Is okay with me.
Thanks, Ange. It is amazing, isn't it? Wendell is petrified of orange, wants nothing to do with it.
He might be onto something here. Let's find out. Survivor has tribes. Those tribes have colors. Those colors are not important at all, right? They only decide the silly headbands you wear, the clothes you get to bring, and your psyche due to the link between color and emotional responses. Wait, what? About 9 years ago, Game Theory did a video, yeah, I bet that sentence didn't go where you were expecting, saying that your team color in esports impacts how you play the game. I realized, Survivor is kind of like an esport except you play it outside instead of electronically, and wondered how tribe colors matched up. I initially considered making this a countdown of sorts, but there are so many questions to answer and choosing just one ranking wasn't feasible, so instead I'll go through all the tribe colors we've had, from least to most, and discuss what's notable about each one. I'll also talk about what the colors are meant to do through the lens of color psychology, but only after acknowledging this article from 2011, which basically says most of the information about color psychology found in popular culture is not very good, and you shouldn't treat it as a real science in a majority of scenarios. I assume this scenario falls under a majority of scenarios. Let's get into it. Before we begin, I of course need to shout out Survive R. They keep track of tribes, wins and losses, castaway placement, and hexadecimal representations of each tribe color. As a quick aside, did you know, mathematically speaking, Ratana is yellow? Assuming you define what a color is as whatever pure hexadecimal representation you're closest to via Euclidean distance, which is ridiculous. Ratana's obviously green, which is my favorite color. So instead I've classified tribe colors based on the Survivor Wiki classification. The only tribe I had to change was Bion, which is classified as magenta, but that's just purple, isn't it? Am I insane? Color theorists in the comments, let me know how insane I am for that. And let's begin our analysis. We'll start with the brown starting tribes. There has been one of these. It was Karor. They rocked up, smoked oolong, became the Merds tribe, robbed us of a pretty neat Palau Merds buff, and were never seen again. But this does mean they have a 100% chance of producing a winner on the season. Furthermore, they had an 80% win rate in challenges, having competed in 15 of them and won 12. That's already leagues ahead of every other tribe, but some people don't care about rewards. Rewards don't win seasons. If we just look at immunity challenges, Karor is 8 for 8, what a tribe. There's not a ton to analyze here, it is just one tribe. If you're curious, apparently the color brown is meant to represent grief? I guess Karor could have felt really bad about massacring Oolong? Yeah. We'll talk about black next, which is also just one tribe. Timbira. They did not produce the winner, and they only won 5 out of 10 challenges. But wait, they went into the Merds up in numbers. How? It's because Coates understood. He didn't need rewards, he only needed victory, and he led Timbira to winning 4 out of 6 immunity challenges. He then used his Coates abilities to get Joe medically evacuated, ensuring his tribe maintained their position as top dogs come Merds. With his leadership and valor, Timbira was able to completely eradicate— oh no, they just threw it away. Unless you're Brendan, of course. Brendan got exactly what he wanted.
If he wins it, that's like me winning this game.
According to science, black is meant to be the color of sophistication. When looking at the Timbira tribe, yeah, I can see it. You've got Coates, Brendan, Debbie, some real sophisticated people right there. Almost as sophisticated as people who click subscribe. After brown and black, the next least common starting tribe color is green, which is very sad because I like it very much. It's also kind of not true because despite there only being 11 green starting tribes, there have been 5 tribe expansions that added a green tribe partway through the game. Of those 11 green starting tribes, only 3 have produced winners, which is disgustingly low. And what's even worse, the green tribe hasn't produced a winner since Yule in Cook Islands. If you want to win Survivor, do not be on the green tribe. If you want to look absolutely stylish, do be on the green tribe. I think this does fit with green being the color of envy. Always the bridesmaid, never the bride. But if you want to win challenges, green is where you want to be. Cumulatively, green tribes have participated in 117 challenges and won 74 of them. That is a 63% win rate right there, with powerhouses such as Siga and especially Moto who never lost a challenge. Then you've also got Luzon.
Disaster for the Brain Tribe! Puzzle pieces falling out!
The win rate does decrease down to 61% if you remove rewards, but that is still leagues above the other tribes. I wonder if that's just shooting yourself in the foot though. By winning challenges, you end up with more numbers at the merds. This in turn makes you an obvious target, probably answering why not many winners actually come from green tribes. Next up, we have the Purple Tribe. There have been 14 of them to start in Survivor history, producing 7 winners and having a perfect record in the new era with Jam Jam and Kenzie. This also fits with purple being the colour of power and royalty. What's more sophisticated than winning Survivor after starving on an island without bathing for a month? They are also slightly better than average when it comes to challenges. They have a win rate of 55% overall, winning 77 out of 139 challenges, and a 53% win rate when it comes to just immunity challenges, 49 out of 93. But I expected that number to be lower. Both new era purple tribes have been the disaster tribes, so maybe the whole beam out sing if you want to win theory isn't far from the truth. Inversely, tribes that won a lot, like Galoo, collapsed. Purple is just a real mixed bag. Looking at you, Zapatera. Next on our list is Red, which has appeared 18 times and also produced 7 winners. The same absolute value as Purple, but a much lower percentage. Their latest winner was D, and their first Amber, an interesting parallel considering both of these winners met love on the island. One lasted forever and the other didn't. Red tribes have won 98 out of 177 challenges, or 56%, just barely being better than the Purple tribe. This goes to 61 out of 118, or 52% when you remove rewards, just barely being worse than the Purple tribe. Red almost feels like an inverse of the Purple tribes. Purple you seemingly get either complete disasters or absolute dominance. Red feels more balanced. The Villains tribe went into the merge perfectly even. Vessi only lost 2 tribe members. The only Red tribe that particularly stands out to me as being awful are Tadhana, who are up against returning players, so that's not fair, and Totang. I was hoping Red would do slightly better in challenges. It's meant to be a colour of excitement and passion, basically that whole seeing red thing, and yet the Red tribes don't do that well in challenges. Possibly because Survivor challenges aren't that good if you're not thinking clearly. Maybe Rome was just too angry when trying to solve the puzzle. It could also be why they've not produced as many winners. Going to someone wearing all red may genuinely make you a bit riled up unconsciously. It's a weird theory, but the numbers aren't that ridiculous. But hey, that's just a theory. Next up is Orange. They've produced 8 winners from the 19 times they've been the starting tribe. They were extremely cursed that one time in Ghost Island. Didn't do great in Island of the Idols either. They are also the have-nots tribe in Fiji. Man, Orange is rough. If someone in the comments knows what beach each tribe has been on since Survivor moved to Fiji, that'd be awesome. I'd love to see if Malolo Beach actually makes people's lives harder or not. Considering they've won 91 out of 194 challenges, or 47%, I'm inclined to think it does. This makes Orange the only tribe to drop below a 50% win rate. If you're an Orange tribe, your life is better if you just flip a coin instead of actually competing in the challenges. Removing rewards makes it 66 out of 125, bringing it up to 53%, which is perfectly middling, but those numbers are pretty scary. Considering Orange is the tribe production made a season to dunk on, Nami can only do so much to pull up that weight. Orange is meant to be the colour of ruggedness, so I guess that makes sense why they've been roughing it up in a few seasons. I wonder if production had this in mind when designating tribe colours. They knew what beats Malolo will go to, and therefore make them the more rugged colour so the viewer doesn't get confused? It's possible? Our penultimate tribe, fun word, is Yellow, appearing 22 times and producing 11 winners, including our most recent winner, Rachel, and everyone's favourite winner, Gabler. This gives them a 50% winner producing rate, which is the same as Purple and ties them for first place. Something about Yellow and Purple makes you very good at Survivor. The non-binaries are just popping off after hearing that. Yellow tribes are also pretty good at challenges. They've got a 57% win rate, winning 114 out of 201 challenges. This puts them just below Green and Karor, who doesn't count. Unlike Green and Karor, removing rewards actually makes the Yellow tribe better at challenges. Brings them up to a 61% win rate, having won 75 out of 130 challenges. Yellow is meant to be a colour of competence, and it's hard to argue with these numbers. They're certainly competent. It's also the colour I like the least, no real reason, I just don't vibe with it, but if it means I'll do well on Survivor, I'll do it. I'll wear anything, I'll dye my eye patch yellow, I will compromise all of my morals for this. The last tribe to nerd out about is Blue. It's the most common starting tribe, having appeared 25 times. Across those 25 times, only 10 winners. Not ideal, giving them 40%, but just slightly eking out Red's 38%. Matt Pat, you sly dog, you've done it again. but they are substantially worse in challenges than most other tribes, with a 51% win rate, having won 119 out of 233 challenges. It seems like when you appear so many times, variance just gets removed and you become way closer to the expected average. Do I blame Oolong? I think I blame Oolong. Do I also blame Mat Singh? I think I also blame Mat Singh, and you know what, I may as well blame Manu from Edge of Extinction while I'm at it. And Stufford, I'll throw in this one challenge from Heroes vs Healers vs Hustlers, where the blue puzzle was slightly harder to solve than the others due to how the colours weren't as distinct. If I could, I'd do a whole video on how tribe colours impact puzzles, but I have no clue where to start on that. Man, Blue Tribe has the worst tribes for some reason. It's meant to be a calming colour that enables you to strategize better. Are you telling me all this colour theory personality stuff is a bunch of nonsense that probably doesn't translate well into being starved on an island for months? I think I need to sit down. So that was a bit of an all-over-the-place analysis of what tribes do well and what aspects of Survivor based on their tribe colours. If you want a recap and a comparison, fear not, I'll scroll it across the screen now. Here's the winner statistics, whoa, look at him go. Here's the challenge statistics, wowzers. And here's the immunity challenge statistics, cowabunga. I think my conclusion is that tribe colour may matter, but not in a way I think you should worry about. I'd be way more concerned about what beats I end up on, the kinds of challenges we end up facing, and whether or not I know how to solve a slide puzzle. Survivor is a game of random chances, and while something as small as the colour you're assigned could theoretically make all the difference, it's more important to worry about the stuff you can control, which isn't that much. But what do you think? Do you care what tribe colour you end up on? What colour combos do you want to see? Let me know. Until next time, I've been Henry Hickman Survivor, and I'll see you at the art department.